Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bop Battle number 15. Make some fucking noise right now. Make some fucking noise right now. My heart is pumping. 1 minute long bops. Let me go ahead and show you the sample. Here's the sample the boppers had to start with. Courtesy of Mr. Carmack. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, should we get the guest popping? My rule is goats only. This is someone who has an incredible ear, who knows a hit when they hear it. And that's confirmed. Someone who works in all kinds of different music, across the spectrum. Someone who needs no introduction, so I'm not going to give them one. The phone is ringing. Yo!
Hi.
What's up? All right, let me just give you a quick intro. They can't see you yet.
Okay.
You're on the road?
I am.
Okay, he's on the road. This man is a true legend. He needs no introduction. I'm not going to give him one. But he's a goat. You need to know that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's motherfucking Diplo. Make some fucking noise.
Yeah. I hear you guys in the crowd. I hear the crowd going crazy.
Can you hear the crowd going crazy right now?
Whoa, it's nuts. I feel like I'm taken back.
Do you feel like you're back at the festival?
I'm at Glastonbury right now.
Are you you're a Glasto main stage?
Bro, your hair is nuts.
I know. Thank you.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. And yours is
good,
too,
man.
Though. I love where you're going with it.
I just cut my mullet, so I only have a little.
You're going mullet.
Finger.
Yeah. I'm going for like Miami Vice. You know what I mean?
You look like one of the Colombians that they kill at like the end of each episode.
Let's go.
You know, I got a lot of songs. Man.
I hope I'm not one of the Colombians they kill, but if, you know, that's okay. Well, thank you so much for doing this, first of all. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You're on the road. You're always moving around, even in these crazy times.
I'm not going anywhere, honestly.
You're not going anywhere. Good. Yeah, stay safe.
I'm driving around in circles.
Are you driving? Or are you in a self-driving Tesla? Oh, no, you're being driven. So if I can ask, what are you guys up to right now? What are you doing?
We're going to go camping.
Oh, fuck. That sounds nice. Damn,
Yeah.
I'm envious. I'd love to get into nature right now.
It's there. It's right outside, dog.
Okay, you put out a song today.
I did. Yeah.
A Silk City song with Mark Ronson
That's right.
and Ellie Goulding.
That's right.
Can you tell us anything about the song, what it means to you? I don't know, anything you want us to know about this song?
For people that don't know, me and Mark Ronson have known each other for like 15 years. He's another DJ from the East Coast, and we always wanted to work on music, but he was doing weird shit. I was doing like hip hop. He was doing like the Grammy-winning Bruno Mars, Amy Winehouse, and we always thought like, let's do a project, and we made like 45 songs, but like the ones that just the attitude of our music became like this house music, but kind of vintage Detroit style vocals, and that's the new song today is Ellie Goulding, and it's sort of like that same thing, like feel good house music. So it's, you know, we had one big one with Dua Lipa 2 years ago, so we're just gonna kind of slowly put out some records this year.
Yeah, the Dua Lipa one's crazy, and this one's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a feel good. If you like house music, if you like happy house music, this is the tune. If you want to like, it's like for like a single mom going out on a night down the town on a Friday, the kids at home, just drinking a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I love that. Is that what you were thinking when you made the track? Did you have this like idea of who it was for? Do you like have this kind of like idea while you're making a track?
At this point, when it comes to this project, it's kind of gotten so big we never expected it to. Like we won a Grammy and everything, so it became like, who can do a song with us that's awesome, like, you know, has a big voice, and Dua has like some amazing like baritone voice, and Ellie is just like has this crazy falsetto. You know, everybody knows her records from all the way from the Bass Nectar remix to Skrillex records to hip hop songs. So it's really about like trying to find for us to mix in with a big attitude and voice. Like, you know, she was the one we wanted. Florence Machine was another one we tried. We did an idea with just like big voices. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I think about all the different types of music you do, which is so much different stuff. And I'm just wondering, how do you keep like or what's the thread that runs through it? What's the Diplo, similarity between all these different crazy kinds of music?
Honestly, that's a good question. I don't have the answer for you, but if you're a Diplo fan, it's a very hard job to do.
Right.
You have to. That's why I'm losing my fans daily. But you have to go to country, then you're like, oh, you made a trap song, and then like you're like, oh, you're making hearts that way.
Yes.
I mean, it's like people are just like, get a fucking life, dude. figure out what you're doing.
I know.
For me, it's just the heart of what I'm doing. Like this year, I'm doing a lot of like really deeper experimental house music. But it's always by collaboration. With Mark, we have this one attitude. It's like happy, like kind of like UK pop house music, right? With Major Lazer, it's like always going to be the sort of like futuristic dancehall thing. The country project, I try to find like ways to keep them in line, like market wise, but it's just they kind of get weird. So I'm trying to. This year's the year I'm only doing house music, honestly, because I tried so much weird shit last year as a producer.
We love the house music. Give that the clap. Okay, all right. Something I'm wondering too, because you are so good with, like you said, Ellie Goulding, Dua Lipa, and countless other features. You collaborate so well with people, and something I'm always wondering when I collaborate is how much do you direct them versus let them just do their thing. You know, that's something I'm always unsure about.
You got to kind of find that balance, because a lot of times I'll say that the truth is when you're producing at such a high caliber of like with all these managers and the pop circles and writers, you kind of want to come with a full record before you come to people. Right?
Like written, top line, everything.
Yeah, like with Electricity, I'll break it down. Like we wrote that actually with. Her name.
I forget her name too. Someone in the chat. Romy.
So Romy, we wrote it with Romy originally, and then Dua like loved the idea, and in fact Florence Machine did write some of the top line too, and just because we both had sessions with those girls, and then we said who can do this record? Who's popping? And I had a relationship with Dua, and she came over and she rewrote the verses because she made it so made sense for her lyrically, and then that's the easiest way to do it, and then we just managed to make everything make sense for everybody. That's one way to do it. With someone like Julia Michaels, who I've written records with, it's really about like letting her literally do whatever she wants. She writes records in like 20 minutes. She gets, her voice is so light, Julia Michaels, and she has this like she breathy voice, so she has to be right on the mic, and it sounds like her voice is huge and big, but she's really whispering everything. So it's like every time you do something, you don't really want to interfere too much. You let her go her way, and then maybe rewrite a pre-chorus something like 2 weeks later after you guys sit with it for a while. It's always different.
Gotcha.
Madonna, it could be like 20 people writing the record. It's always different. You just got to kind of spend a day and figure out how far people can go.
Right. What if something's going one way and you want to veer it to the next? How often are you getting in there and trying to?
That is really the secret of producing. That's called the Jedi mind tricks.
Oh my God. You
know how hard it is. And sometimes it doesn't work, bro. Like sometimes you cannot break that down.
No.
And that's when you got to finish the session and you don't do it again. And I know I know Harley, we've talked about this a lot. Like sometimes like it's easier just to like wrap it up and then like it's just nothing there. Like sometimes it just don't happen. You don't have the tricks. But sometimes I come with a full record, bro, and then I break it down to like not being the full record, and I so slowly make the people who are singing it or writing it write the things that I've already written, so they think it's theirs. That's like one tricky
wow.
way.
So are you like showing them what you've done a little bit?
Basic things, then I like hit to things and I see which direction they like. If they're going that way, I'll go, okay, what about this word? And then sometimes it just falls into place. Like that's a really tricky way that's totally called lying and manipulating your artists. And
let's go.
That is
the key to being a great producer.
It's totally like manipulating people into like doing the record you want, because the producer even if you're not doing shit, even if you're like, I'm not gonna name producers, but some of them like don't do much technically, but are revolutionary guys. Like, like I would say, like even the dude from fucking Interscope, Jimmy Iovine, right? Like he just sits there. He's more like he was an engineer first, and his job is just like vibe guy, like Rick Rubin. You seen him on Watch the Throne, like video? He just lays on the couch.
He's on the couch. He's on the.
He's like, nah. Yeah, that doesn't matter. He's making the records fucking epic. Like, sometimes it's just a matter of being the vibe guy. Like, this works, this doesn't. Sometimes you're actually someone like Skrillex, who is like integrated with his computer. Like, the guy's so insane with production. It's like he can just create the vocal out of nothing. Like he doesn't even. It's like you do too much, you do nothing. It's really about coming with a complete project at the end. Like there's all different ways to produce. You
got to find your way, huh? You got to find your
find
vibe.
What you like. When I listen to like your records, I'm like, I know what your goals is, and I hear what you do, and I know that you have whatever steps you have an idea that you want to make before you finish, right? So you just got to find those steps, and if it includes an artist and includes someone writing with you, that's what it does. Sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes you have to do it all your own. Sometimes you have to have someone's voice, or you need someone to write the lyrics for another person's voice. It's all like tools.
Yeah, but like you said first, like if the vibes are off or it's not happening, cut it. or leave it?
It's never to cut. I mean, sometimes you just rap it. You're just like, oh yeah, we'll do. Oh man, oh my shit, I gotta pick my dog.
I gotta go.
Yo, my dog is getting his tail cut, so I gotta go pick him up. So, bye.
Oh, you hate the tail cutting procedure.
It's dark.
Okay, something else I want to pick your brain on, because Mad Decent is iconic. Mad Decent is legendary for fostering talent, bringing talent to the world, etc. And I have this community here, little community, this beat battle I've been doing, and I'm seeing all kinds of crazy talent coming up, and I'm seeing the same people again killing it, making amazing shit. Do you have any wisdom, any tips for like fostering a talented, you see talented people, like how to help them, whatever, get their stuff out, you know?
Main thing is, I mean, if you're in a community, you guys are all sharing ideas. And the cool thing about your beat battle, I listen to all the beats. There were some that were like literally wonky, like jazz beats. There were like straight trap. There was a Miami bass record I heard. There was a vocal house record. So you have a lot. I was surprised at how much diversity there was.
Yes.
But I know that everybody's a big fan of you because I hear it in the mixes and I hear it in like the snares. I'm like, okay. So once they you're the goats, they know like I feel like these guys like really fucking steady what you do, and like I could hear it a lot. And I see a lot of guys like once they get that once they figure out the tools like to do those sounds, then it's like maybe take some mushrooms, maybe do whatever it is. Like it's always gonna be that left turn. And even with your records, I always notice like every time you send me like your mixes EPs, there's always like 3 or 4 records that you're like really going left.
Yeah.
Like, so hard, and you're doing it to see what sticks, you know, kind of like there's a one record I was always playing in the strip club at 11. That was your record. I was like, bro, this is the most fire record. I can't remember the name of it. It has like a little twinkly sound.
Oh yeah.
That big sub. I forget the name of that song, but I was playing that every night in like Vegas, like everywhere I go. It's like this is
let's go.
Fire record. But it's all about just finding that community, and when you realize where the community is, there's always going to be like a certain plateau, and you got to find what is it about each producer. Like if you're that producer, what is it that is weird about me? What is it that's unique? What's the one thing I'm doing that no one else is doing? And then you exploit that like crazy. Even if you don't know if it's great yet, you just know that that's unique, because if there's like 50 guys that are making the same similar song, the one thing that's going to be crazy, you have a snare that's not even, it's a water drop it or whatever the hell it is, making it up. That what is different about me that really is like, well, how do I make that? Just exploit that one thing, lean into it, and that's going to separate you, and that's going to make that artist go to that next level, you know. So
yes,
always find that.
Find what makes you, what makes you unique. Find that weird, different thing.
100%. And little fact is that Mad Decent was kind of in bankrupt, and then Baauer put out a little record on it, and
let's go.
We made a lot of money, and we actually stayed to a label, and it grew since then because I was like,
are you kidding me, bro? Can I get some damn checks on 100 Gex, please?
And then, yeah, 100 Gex, of course, as well. Legendary. We lost them to Warner Brothers, but that's
wow, shit.
An epic journey. Well, they were bigger than we could do, honestly. He's going to be doing bigger and better things, and we gave him a little platform, and he took it, and he's gone. Because that's what we do at Mad Decent. It's like a halfway house for young guys. And
I love it.
if they're good, they do bigger things, just like you did, and you know, just like Henry at some point, we did RL Grime, like we distributed his album, but we just want to help facilitate any awesome music. So
yes, and you have. Okay, Diplo, let's go. You want to get into these tracks?
Yeah.
Send me those pictures. Did you have like a top sort of order, or were these just all just like ones that you fucked with?
Those are my favorite, and I couldn't remember the titles. I was driving, so
yeah,
I had to screenshot them. We can go through them. And I can pick them out.
Let's go through.
I'll pick the top 3 out of those 5 or 6.
Let us know just whatever popped out about it to you, if you can remember.
Yes.
Because it's a lot.
Yes,
all
sir.
right. I'll play a little snippet of it. I'll just play a couple seconds of it. What's the first shout out?
This is the Semblance.
Semblance, ladies and gentlemen, Semblance. Congratulations. Okay, so can you say what about the Semblance Bop stood out to you?
You get to play them because I can't. I only have the titles.
Okay. Can you hear it? Because this thing does the thing where it makes it quieter when I FaceTime. You know that thing? You know that feature?
Yeah.
Let me know if you can hear this.
I hear it.
Okay. Bonobo vibes.
Yes. And I'm a huge fan of Bonobo, and It was the only one in the whole section that was really melodic, because everything else was so grimy and boom bap, which I fuck with so hard. But I had to pick this one out because it was my favorite melodic one, and this was actually number 3 on my list.
Okay. So, all right, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, the melody sticks out. It's groovy.
Is Semblance the name of the artist, or is that the name of the beat?
That's the name of the artist, yeah.
Okay, shout out Semblance. I couldn't
Big
tell
shout out to Semblance.
Sorry if I fuck your names up, whatever, because I'm only looking at the MP3 the titles, so I don't have like the information on who these.
No stress at all. I am constantly fucking up the names terribly.
And one thing, if you send demos to anybody, be very fucking good at the way you label your fucking demos, man. How many demos I've gotten that love, I've never fucking person sent to me, or they don't make any sense, or it's like beat 472 and it has like a wrong email address.
Big tip right here.
Yeah.
Label it nice.
Get your labels right, guys.
Come on.
That's to be the number one advice I should have gave earlier. It's really a big deal, because these files just travel 100 different ways. You don't know where they're going to go, so give all the information you can in these beats.
What's the next one?
Posey Bop 15.
Ladies and gentlemen, Posey. Huge shout out to Posey. All right, let me play a little bit of this one. Okay, all right. We're doing the top 3.
Yeah, it was a close call, this one. And I'm not sure what the order is of what I sent you, so I'm not sure.
Right.
So it might be some runners up, but this one, it was so sick because I love when you take something so big, like Mariah Carey, so obvious, and so like, why would you do that and then make it awesome? Like, say like a big fuck you to everybody.
Yes.
When you like, when she like some this, and you put Mariah Carey and you fucked the fucking melody up, and this one bangs. And I think it's like a Miami bass beat, right? This one goes like.
Yeah. It almost sounds like some bass house at first, but then it goes into like.
Yeah. Like a breakbeat kind of vibe. I love this.
Congratulations to Posey.
Do I need to like critique the beat too a little bit? Because I just felt like that this is such a heavy beat. Like the subs are so heavy on it, and I love the melodic elements and the way you fucked up Mariah Carey. Let's see, this one could be like a really epic, like 3-minute long. Like I hear like a Dirty Bird kind of thing going on with this one.
Yes.
Where it could like linger and like linger, get the lingering on. And then the Posey one as well. When you do 808s, like the subs are so heavy, and you're using so many of them. Sometimes you want to like take them back a little bit. You know, maybe just have like the big sub, one note every 2 bars, and not just like every hit, every kick, because that's a lot.
Yeah, it's sort of okay. Big. That's big. That's something I need to work on too. You use space, and then it makes when it does hit it, the impact is even bigger.
Especially when it's up tempo, because there's so much drums.
Yes.
You know, when you're doing something over 120 BPM, you gotta be. It's always good to get that space out, which is like the hardest thing for a house producer to learn. Is like bring it back. Some of the best house music only has like a snare and a fucking no snare.
Right.
Hi hat and a kick. Like
yeah.
And a nice little wavy sample. You don't need anything.
What's the next one?
That's good, man. This is gonna be hard because
when you're hearing it, you're realizing if it was the winner or not, right?
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna go on it's hard for me, man, because there's 4 more and I don't know which one was the one.
Yeah, maybe don't say the winner till
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Next 4.
Yeah.
The next one's Ellipsis.
Ellipsis. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get Ellipsis's beat going. Space.
That is so good. Yeah, I love this one. And I was watching TV yesterday. I was watching a bunch of movies. I was watching this. I was listening to Jizz's album, right? Remember Jizz, Liquid Swords?
Oh, yes.
I don't know about it. And I listened to the samples. The beginning intro, it was from this movie called, I think it's called Wolf and Cub. It's like a samurai.
Yeah. Oh, people said his brain was infected by devils.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's
Bro,
so sick.
So I watched a little bit of those documentary about those samurai films. How the ones we watched that were just a sample were Americanized versions, and then there's Japanese versions where there's like no audio or anything. All you hear is like slashing sounds and like blood skirting out and like little synth or whatever. And like they Americanized it by putting so much sound everywhere, which is also epic. But then I watched some of the original samurai ones, and there's no sound. Even the fight scenes are like quiet. And good kung fu and samurai movies are like that. Like there's no audio. It's like wind and like sounds of nature and like slicing. That's
yes.
so sick. So
yes.
That reminds me a lot about these movies.
Oh my God, that's beautiful and so true. Space.
Before I forget everything, let me go ahead and listen to the next one. Jay Purcell.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Purcell. Congratulations. All right, listen.
This was like super wonky.
Drum and bass.
This is definitely an honorable mention for just innovation, because it was really crazy to go from that like juke Detroit, Chicago style into drum and bass, and I love it.
Yeah, that's a tight meeting of two worlds.
Okay, so the next one, we're going to do Gapsy and Big Sur. Is this two people together?
This looks like a collab, which I've never seen before, to be honest. This is incredible. This is an example of the community growing and intermixing, you know? All right, so let's listen. Shout out to Holly.
And yeah, I love Holly. It's great, man. The guy said like beat packs like 4,000 beats. I never can listen to all of them.
I know. He's insane. He's an absolute machine.
Yeah. So I love that one. Very cinematic. Had like that insane polyrhythms. I love that one. So that was another big honorable
mention.
Or it could be number one. Never know.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. We don't know yet.
And then the last one I really liked was the Surden sound. And
Curtain sound, ladies and gentlemen. Sound. Yeah, or it might be certain. I say shit wrong too all the time.
All right, so I'm excited. Let me hear this one real quick.
All right, yeah, let's hear it. This one was fire, I remember.
Underground. In a place like that.
All right, that's a good one. That one it's really a close call, man, between Certain Sound and that first one we listened to, the Ellipsis.
Yeah.
And shout out, of course, Posy and Semblance for the 3 and the 2.
Yep, that's 3-2. All right, so this is for number one, winner.
I'm gonna go ahead and say close call, but it's Ellipsis.
Ellipsis. Oh my God! Shout out Ellipsis! Congratulations. Well earned, well deserved. Thank you so much for that feedback, for your thoughts, for listening. We love it.
We gotta do this some more. I gotta start my Twitch channel. I don't have one yet.
Oh my God!
Come on there, because I can talk about production for weeks and years with you, man.
Honestly, just that little bit right there was so illuminating and inspirational. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great camping trip. Have a great time in the nature.
And shout out to all you guys, young producers. You guys honestly keep me inspired all the time, and I just fucking love you guys.
Yes, huge shout out. Huge shout out. Oh, by the way, just one more thing. Could you provide a sample for the next one? Maybe,
Yeah.
I know you're going into the wilderness, so maybe not. Whenever you get back.
Like, it's a funny thing, but there should be a thing in Philly called the Beat Society, and it's like when I was still in college at Temple, and it was I was the guy because I was selling a lot of records back then, a lot of vinyl. The guys like Questlove and even Kanye back then would come to Philly, and there was a thing called the Beat Society, and it was happening with all these young producers. And we did it at the Black Lily, which was like a big club. It's called a 5-spot. The event was called Black Lily. It was like a neo soul party. And I was the guy that picked the samples every time we had a beat contest. And people would have to come there with NPCs and do it live.
Oh,
kind of like the Goldie Awards were. It's like 20 years ago, though. And I would pick like an old, like rare, random rock sample, or it was a sample, not like something I made with a synth. And then every guy would have to make a beat. And Kanye came on at one time. And he was actually on it, and he ended up using the sample I made for his one song in it for Mobb Deep. If so, I could find that.
Oh my God!
And he just used this. He flipped the sample and sold it, and it was like a hit on the radio. It wasn't that
Damn,
big.
a Diplo Kanye collab, like
In fact,
before.
if you could find my first mixtape, AEIOU, it was either 1 or 2. Kanye did a drop because he used to come to my house and buy records from me when he was in New Jersey, and he was like, and his drop on it was like, Diplo's got all the most old records I've ever seen in my life. Had him like do that. I was like I could have got a better thing from it, but I got that drop, and it's the only thing I ever did with Kanye was that.
Holy shit!
A mixtape drop.
Thank you so much.
Later, guys.
Later. Peace. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, let's fucking go! Thank you so much, Diplo. Thank you so much, Diplo, for coming on the show.